Today we're going to be commuting down Park Avenue. It's currently about 5:30 p.m. Eastern on a Friday night. This is East 57th Street and Park. We're going to be making a right going down through Grand Central Station. We're going to be seeing a lot of notable buildings here. We'll see 432 Park Avenue, 425 Park, and many, many others. Now, as we continue to go southbound on Park Avenue, you're going to see the brand new 270 Park, which is going to be the new JP Morgan Chase office building. The one that you're looking at right now is 425 Park, which is the temporary headquarters of Citadel Securities. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. You could also notice that they're ripping up much of Park Avenue because we're going to have it completely paved, which is good news. This is overlooking the east side of Manhattan. Right here on the corner, East 56th. See the Trump Tower. We also see 432 Park, which is Harry Mackelow's prized building that sits on New York City's Billionaires Row. See the MetLife building in the distance. That's where we're going to go, and that'll provide us access to Grand Central Station. The main Ferrari showroom right here on East 55th and Park.
Okay, got it.
This is now East 54th. And pretty soon we're going to pass 375 Park.
Jesus, you almost ran me over.
Pretty soon we're going to be passing 375 Park, which is the Seagram building. This just so happens to be one of my favorite commercial office buildings in all of New York City. It sits between East 52nd Street and East 53rd Street and Park. It's one of the more notable buildings on Park Avenue for sure. I like it because it's set back from the street as opposed to built literally right on top of the street. You'll see what we mean in a second here. Since we have the light, we'll make the left to the east side. Park Avenue is home to a lot of the financial firms, investment banks, family offices. Many people think finance, they think of Wall Street, but much of that activity in New York City actually goes on right here between Grand Central Station, I'd say 42nd Street, and 57th Street. I believe you have Centerbridge Partners right in the Seagram building here. You also have KPMG and Blackstone. Blackstone is a massive private equity shop. Founder is Stephen Schwartzman. I'll put on the wide angle lens just so you can kind of experience a little bit what we're talking about with the Seagram building. I like how it's built further back from the street. So it kind of gives you a perspective of almost having a little bit of common area or a park right on Park Avenue. And that's one of the better things about this building here at Seagram. This is a view looking northbound on Park. You can see the Four Seasons Hotel and 432 Park Avenue. You're going to see a lot of scaffolding as we head southbound because we're going to pass the walled-off Astoria residences, which is a total gut renovation. And of course, right as we pass 270 Park, there's going to be a lot of construction because they're actually expanding Park Avenue.
Let's go call the View or another company because
This is Blackstone. I believe 345. Now, BlackRock used to be right off of Park Avenue, but they actually just moved their headquarters to the Hudson Yards. The address of BlackRock's new headquarters is 50 Hudson Yards. This is looking over to the west side. You can see a little bit of Radio City Music Hall as you look over to 30 Rock, Rockefeller Center. And as we pan the camera up, you can see the facade of 270 Park Avenue. This church will give out hot meals for the homeless. It really puts it into perspective just what a juxtaposition is, because you have some of the highest paid people in the entire world working literally right on this street at some of the major financial firms like Citadel Securities, JP Morgan Chase, all the major investment banks. And it just really goes to show the massive divergence between the haves and the have-nots right on Park Avenue. You have people getting, multi-million-dollar bonus checks, and then you have people waiting in line on a Friday afternoon just to get food. It's a very interesting experience to see that. This is now the towers at Waldorf Astoria, East 50th Street. They've actually already started construction on the Waldorf Astoria in downtown Miami. That's going to be the tallest building south of the World Trade Center. And that's also going to be residential condos. Here's the front doors of the new Waldorf Astoria residences. Hence all the scaffolding as you head down Park. This is going to be a really interesting view. You can kind of see 270 Park now, how the bottom of the building kind of cantilevers over the street. And they had to design it and build it like that because they had to build around the subway. And then you have One Vanderbilt right next to the MetLife building. Turning on the wide angle lens, it'll kind of give you a perspective of just how tall some of these buildings are on Park Avenue, particularly 270. We're now passing Capital One and UBS.
So it's like
299 Park Avenue. See how they expanded Park, so it's much wider now. And again, you have that view of 432 all the way uptown. It's pretty much visible anywhere on the east side. And pretty soon the public sidewalk should be reopened without all of the scaffolding. To the left is 277 Park, JP Morgan Chase. That's where they're going to be until their super tall headquarters is going to be opened just off to our right. This is going to be the main entrance to Grand Central Station, right as we pass East 46th Street. This is actually the Hemsley building right here, 230 Park Avenue. Steakhouse right here, and what just opened is the Capitol Grill, a new location on the other side of the Hemsley building. This is now the MetLife building, 200 Park Avenue. And you'll see the brand new Capitol Grill. enter the MetLife building. This will take us right into Grand Central Station. It's pretty big in here, modern, recently renovated.
First floor, floor one. That's, are we on floor one?
Here's the main entrance to Grand Central Terminal. You can see a little bit of the Apple Store up here, which is on the upper level. Should be pretty busy today because it is rush hour and it is a Friday night. You can get the Long Island Railroad and Metro North. You can also get the 7 train and the shuttle to Times Square. Zorro's place is very, very good. They have good black and white cookies. There's actually an air taxi on display inside the station, which we'll go check out right now. Much of the tickets now for the Metro North and Long Island Railroad are now all digital. So you don't even need to buy a physical ticket anymore. One of my favorite things about Grand Central Station are these chandeliers right here. It's really amazing architecture. the air taxi that they're planning on essentially shuttling passengers from the west side of Manhattan to JFK with this aircraft here. Pretty interesting, right?
This is great. We're here from
Joby Electric Air Taxi. We're exiting on the south side of Grand Central Station. This is Pershing Square. You may be familiar with Pershing Square from Bill Ackman. Next one is named Pershing Square. And this is the original Pershing Square Central Cafe, right as we walk under the bridge here. And there's a lot of foot traffic because it is rush hour and everyone is headed home. This is One Vanderbilt. You can really get an idea of just how tall this building is by standing directly under it. It's pretty amazing. MetLife Building, Grand Central Station, Pershing Square, very lively area that really describes the hustle and bustle of New York perfectly. Really nice outdoor dining. Definitely need to take advantage of it. Especially before the fall and the winter. This is 41st Street and Library Way. If you were to make a right here, it would take you right into the Stephen Schwarzman Building or the New York Public Library, as well as Bryant Park. This is East 40th Street.
And my other ones are different.
take the 6 train to 31st Street. And it'll take you to New York City's Koreatown. Usually Park Avenue, that is the train that you'd be taking. It's the 6. This is 70 Park Avenue Hotel. This is now East 37th Street. See more road construction here. Corner of East 35th Street and Park. these really unique views of the Empire State Building. You see the traffic is pretty much gridlock. Now 34th Street. If you were to make a right, it'll take you right to New York City's Herald Square. This is the 33rd Street entrance to the 6 train. And we are in New York City's Koreatown. see how it's turning into more residential now? The further you walk down Park to the south side, particularly after Grand Central Station, it's a lot more residential. I'd say north of Grand Central, it's more office, commercial space. This is actually headed towards Gramercy Park. Very lively out tonight. Everyone commuting home from work. Looks like a lot of people gotten off early, going to the gyms in the neighborhood.
It was cool. We got a table in front, but it was like literal. It was like.
I am gonna try tomorrow.
This is the 28th Street station for the downtown 6. 6 train is local train. If you stay on Park Avenue, it'll take you all the way to 14th Street, Union Square. Hillstone restaurant. Looks like it's packed. If we were to make a right, that'll run us right into Madison Square Park. if you were to go over to Lexington Avenue and 23rd Street as we head south, you'll be on the campus of Baruch College, which is in the City University of New York, or the CUNY system. Really like the beauty of the New York City water towers up there. This is the UBS on the right, but it used to be Credit Suisse before they went under and UBS took them over. It's a beautiful building, by the way, too. Stunning architecture.
That's interesting.
This is now 23rd Street and Park Avenue. Third is a major two-way street. We'll go east to west. We're going to make a right and end the video at Madison Square Park.
Yeah, except for one guy on the healthcare team.
If we continue to walk down 23rd to Broadway, you're going to see the New York City's Flatiron Building, which is a very famous building that's actually going to be converted into condominiums. It's going to be one of the most famous office to condo project in the city's history. Now Madison Avenue and East 23rd. This is the official start of Madison Square Park. There's the Flatiron Building. You can get the R and W trains right on the corner of 23rd. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed that walking tour of Park Avenue on Friday night during rush hour, feel free to leave a like on the video, subscribe for more New York City walking tours, and we'll see you all in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.